Hello everybody, welcome back to another Live Truth review. So this is a not exact, but close, supposed to have been a close replica of the Supernatural TV series Colt. For y'all of you who don't know, coming straight from the Supernatural Weekly, the Wiki, the Colt was a supernatural revolver created by Hunter Samuel Colt. Apparently, whoever gets killed by the weapon and its 13 shots would die immediately, and it's really cool. So I was at a Comic-Con in Dallas, Texas, and I picked this up for like $20, but there is one that I found on Amazon that was like $65 or something like that. I know this is missing a few key details, like the engraving of the pentagram on this little piece right here, but at the same time, I left little. I could like glue those back in there to keep it there permanently, but I pried it off, so if I wanted to go in there and actually put that stuff in there, then I could, and whenever I wanted to, and I wouldn't have to take the gun completely apart. I could just take this little piece off and do that myself. So don't take that as oh my gosh, your gun is a little broken. It's not. I did that on purpose so I could engrave those. So this is it's just a replica, obviously. It's just a replica. It's really cool, really nice, beautiful detailed engravings in there on both sides. I think I did the same thing on this side as well, did I not? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So I could go ahead and draw those pentagrams in and then glue them in there and make sure that they don't come out. It feels really nice. The only stick out is the screw right here on both sides, but in the end, this thing was only $20. It looks nice for the price, because I'm sure you could find one out there that's just as cheap, that looks just as good. So obviously you can pull the hammer back, you can release it. Looks good, feels good. Every time I feel like I pick it up or hold it, I feel like I'm in one of those John Wayne movies and all that kind of stuff. But obviously it's not exact detail. There's a couple of details in there that were not on the Colt itself. But in the end, it feels and looks just as nice to me. There's a little bit extra detail compared to the one from the TV series. But in the end, you get what you pay for. This is what they were promoting for the Supernatural show when I went up there. And like I said, it's not an exact replica, but in itself, if I'm taking this little revolver away from the show and just letting it be its own thing, which is what I urge you guys to do if you consider buying something that you want to be a replica, even as a mantelpiece, because it came with a really nice little stand here that I could prop it up on, and it just stands just like this. But it looks nice, feels really good for the price. I'll add the link to one just like it in the description for y'all to go check one out yourself. Out of all the total engraving, the handle, the grip, the feel, the trigger pullback, which is not too, I shoot guns a lot, so the pullback on the hammer is pretty realistic. It might be just slightly less, as much pressure to pull back, but I would give this probably, because of the bulging, yeah, I said it, because of the bulging parts that come with the screws here and here and here, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. But I gotta give credit for just the look at it. For a $20 item, y'all, that you could probably pick up for like $60, it probably would look better than this. The one on Amazon that I'm posting looks better than this, but for a $20 piece, y'all, a lot of videos that I post on here are stuff that I've ordered that are really cheap, because sometimes people don't want to spend a lot of money on a particular replica of one of their favorite items. But some of the cheap stuff that people make, it feels and looks great. So I would highly recommend exploring them. Don't not get it just because you're afraid of how it will come out and look. But at the same time, if you're just looking for a nice little mantelpiece or looking for something to go in your collection or something like that, that's why these reviews are here. So you could go in and look and say, okay, this one's cheap, but at the same time, he's got it, he's looked at it, I've looked at it firsthand. It's got a lot of, you can turn the barrel. So, I mean, there's a lot of little details that are really nice about this. So go check out one for yourself. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you in the next review video.